Putin's Black Sea mansion on a shoestring budget. Russian President Vladimir Putin may seem like a humble political leader. It is reported that he has a modest income of $140,000 per year. Publicly, his assets are shown as a small apartment, a couple of cars, and a trailer. So what's all the commotion? Some experts say that he may be the wealthiest man in the world with assets totaling up to $200 billion. He's giving Bezos and Musk a run for their money. Sorry, bad joke. Welcome to Luxury Matcher, the place to find luxury for people in your life. This time, we are giving you a peek at the glorious mansion of Vladimir Putin. We'll call him Vladdy for short. While that is a ridiculous amount of money for anyone to have, this figure may not be so far-fetched for Putin. Here's why. He has a luxury watch collection in a multi-billion-dollar mansion on the Black Sea. Let's look a little further. Putin is often seen sporting high-end luxury watches that are retailed for multiple times his reported annual income. There are photographs of him wearing Patek Philippe's perpetual calendar watch worth $60,000. He also supposedly owns an Alange Unzune turbograph worth $500,000. He sure loves fancy watches. But what about that mansion? Worth $1.4 billion, his private palace is 190,000 square feet and is lovingly referred to as Putin's country cottage. The cottage sits upon a cliff that overlooks the Black Sea. This coastal property is fabled to be the largest private residence in the country. At 190,000 square feet, there must be many, many rooms. The mansion was designed by Italian architect Franco Cirillo and cost $1.4 billion to construct. Reuters investigated that the money for this excessive project was supposedly laundered through Russia's 1.3 trillion ruble national project called Health. As the good old boy system goes, the savings went unreported and there were some offshore accounts involved with some of Vladdy's other buds. And just like magic, there was money enough to finance the palace, a project called Project South. A whistleblower dared to come forward near the end of the construction and said that Putin was directly in charge of decorating the palace and that he spent the majority of his time there. Quite interesting, right? Needless to say, like a Facebook relationship status, it's complicated. The estate itself calls to mind Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch. Neverland is on 12,700 acres with the main house measuring over 12,000 square feet. Neverland also has 3 separate guest houses. Neverland's main house has 6 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, and a 2-story master suite with a private loft and 2 attached baths. Then there's the amusement park on the property. But Putin's hangout is much larger and more lavish. It has frescoed ceilings, a 27-foot guest house, a marbled swimming pool, a music parlor, an amphitheater, a hockey rink, a casino that Vegas would envy, and more. Putin's palace is placed on 40 acres of forested mountainside on the edge of the Black Sea and was built to resemble 18th century vacation mansions. We would say mission accomplished, but Tom Cruise would be offended. Neverland Ranch is minuscule compared to Putin's playland on the Black Sea. The luxury of Citerio Athena, an Italian design brand, decorated the mansion with Louis XIV style sofas, $500,000 in dining room furniture, and a $54,000 bar table. It even has decked-out bathrooms with fancy $850 Italian toilet brushes and $1,250 toilet paper holders. Gilded columns, an eagle, and the 40-member estate management team, just for the outside, tell the story of opulence and luxury. The Kremlin denies Putin's ownership of the palace, saying that it belongs to a wealthy businessman. But Russian analysts call it a deliberate lie because of the Russian security surrounding the palace and the no-fly zone over it. No businessman in Russia could pull off that kind of power. Planes, helicopters, and cars, oh my! Apart from the Black Sea mansion, 19 other houses, and 700 cars, Putin supposedly has a collection of 58 aircraft and helicopters, including a $716 million plane called the Flying Kremlin that has a toilet made of gold. Not surprising considering his pretentious taste. A mega yacht is also designed by a nuclear submarine maker from the Russian army. Very few people have meandered through the hallways, but we hear there are beautiful archways, and the regal courts that surround the home are at least 3 stories with an opulent staircase that leads up to the large patio and entryway flanked by a massive Roman-style columns. The entire home is surrounded by a wrought iron fence adorned with solid gold accents and topped with a large gold imperial eagle. Gold is a thing for Putin. A fence with a solid gold eagle sounds a bit flashy, even for a world leader. In the center of the home, there is a stunning formal garden which you can look at from the 79 windows that surround the courtyard. The garden is full of perfectly landscaped hedges, a large fountain, and an arched awning. Some of the hedges are even trimmed to the shape of a heart. Aww, how sweet. Even powerful world leaders can get a little sentimental. Other insiders leaked to the public the talk of gold all around in the form of lavish crown molding, gold scalloped columns, and stunning hand-painted watercolor murals reminiscent of those found in Renaissance palaces. One room is also embellished with 2 huge crystal chandeliers and dozens more hand-painted murals, but it is not known exactly how many. What has leaked about the bedrooms has shown us that these bedrooms are extravagant from floor to ceiling with more gold. The bedroom has a gold-engraved ceiling with meticulous designs. The canopy bed is also adorned with gold. Again, it shows Putin really has a thing for gold. The home also has private quarters for security and staff. Bet there's no gold there. And a private indoor cinema, a pool, and an outdoor amphitheater. We can only imagine Putin having his staff reenact Shakespeare in the amphitheater. There's also an indoor casino and a tea house, all of which are necessary when running a country. Is it all true? Is it worth the billions it is known for? Does Putin make only $140,000 a year? If you find out, let us know. We are all ears. If you know now, jot down your thoughts below. If you find out later, come back and watch this again and let us know what you found out. Subscribe if you haven't already. We will keep you updated on all things luxury, even with Vladdy. Join us again in our quest to match you with all the luxurious frills for all the people in your life. Until next time, thank you for watching.